चित जित भाए सब किछ कीता तेरा होवे नाही किछ आसार जियो ना
I'll not like you to suffer the way I suffer. So I will take vengeance with my Ilyasi and I will take you through. So just laugh, smile. I'll win you. All these shirts are for me? Why I am naked?
No, because you like to give gifts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this looks… Now we are commercial. Wow. Huh.
Oh wow, they got it for you.
We can wear it at night. Wow. Open this. I think after all this what I have grilled through, this is our… oh my God. Wow, it's the oldest picture. Well, keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, put it here. And now, it's a very old picture. She got it. Everybody's okay?
Yeah.
Feel good? We'll have a fun tonight, don't worry. I know why we become sick. You know, the funny part is, I thought as a yogi I'll get away from it, but it doesn't work. Never overwork and never be underworked. Just that balance which you need in life. Ooh, beautiful. Wow, signed, huh? Thank you. What do you want tonight? You want philosophy? Oh, no. We can't teach philosophy now. It's experience and ecstasy. Is that true?
Yes.
Where's Dr. Sram?
He had that previous meeting.
Oh, he told you? You have something which I am saying, I like to be forgiven for that. It is for the future of the generations and is not meant against anybody's religious belief, including mine. But what I'm saying is not what my belief says. So I want to say it anyway. You have been told for centuries that we are all equal in the eyes of God. It's a damn lie. It's not true. If we are all equal in the eyes of God, then we should have same mind, same body, and same strength of our spirit, which is practically not true. We have different bodies, not one person body joins with another person. We have different caliber of mind or range of mind. There's no two calibers which can be found together that way. And some people have very awakened spirit and some don't. And this is a fact. So where we are equal in the eyes of God? Rather, God is such a identity, he cannot create another God. Look at his misfortune. Otherwise he would have created 5, 6 gods, they all would have played cards and they would have been happy. There's no need of creating the whole universe. So God cannot create another God. And God cannot create anything which is not in two. Never can, could or shall. So there shall be always a duality and there shall always be a reality. There is a Shakta and Shakti, they are intertwined. Without Shakti there is no Shakta, and without Shakta there is no Shakti. Without Purkha there is no Prakriti, without Prakriti there is no Purkha. Without woman there is no man, without man there is no use of a woman. It is a very well balanced word. It cannot be, I am your teacher, you are my student, you are my student, I am your teacher. Without you, I am not a teacher, without me, you are not students. It's a very simple thing. Why I am a teacher? Why not? And why you are student? Why not? Are you my student? No. Am I your teacher? No. Can we exist? Yes. Why? Because tonight those who have to come shall be here. And tonight I am supposed to be here, I am here. There is a trinity. 3 things works, not one. I work with you, you work with me, and the unknown works with both of us. The binding factor is unknown. Call it a supreme power, because Buddhists don't believe in God, so they get very upset. I was in the World Parliament religion, they got very upset. God, what do you mean by God? I said, well, supreme being. I said, that's fine. I said, what is the difference? Call it anything. There is something unknown. Because Buddhists feel that you take the name of God, Judo, Christian, Hindus, Muslim, to everybody. And you guys blame God for everything and keep on doing wrong, therefore you're all dirty, stupid. That's how they go. They say you take God as identity, in the name of God you kill, in the name of God you do this, in the name of God. Your God is absolutely unwanted, non-existent, non-wanted. So take it from there. Technologically, it's very embarrassing for them, but they are very steadfast in their belief. I was very surprised to see how powerfully they spoke before the World Parliament of Religion and really twisted their arm not to use word God. So afterwards, every resolution starts saying Supreme Being. It doesn't make much difference. God is 3 letters, generates G, organizes O, D, destroys or delivers. So whatever you cannot deliver shall destroy you. Even a woman becomes pregnant, if she cannot deliver the baby, she will be killed. There's no reason. You eat food, you don't go to bathroom for about 3 days, you will end up in an emergency hospital. There's no way that you can understand God in the sense and you can deny God in the sense you want to deny. And don't try to be stupid about it. Religion has taught you for 5,000 years nothing but lies. That's what the Buddha says. And they are religion in themselves. So there's no escape for a common man to understand what is right and what is wrong. So try to understand the science of it. Don't try to go into the mythology and technology of things, because that will confuse you. What I believe, what you believe. What they believe. But just understand something. You are not equal in the eyes of God. You have your constitution, you have your caliber, and you have a vacant soul called consciousness. And this nonsense which is going on, everybody can awaken you up. You are not going to be awakened up by anybody. You are going to be awakened up if you want to be. It's the easiest thing on the planet. Don't spend money on religious people and religion just to get awakened. They can't do it. There's no way that you can go into this methodology and a mythology and just understand, okay, yogi bhajan will awaken us. Not at all. Sometime I get up and I have to put an alarm. How can a man who puts an alarm himself is supposed to awaken you? Isn't that a ridiculous belief? It's very funny. I was just at Guru Ramdas Puri and two boys were fighting and I was there. And both didn't know I am Yogi Ji. They must have seen pictures, but at that time I was dressed so kayuli, I had my kintha, those sheets I wear about. So they didn't know. They see Yogi Ji always in glamour and in dress and the whole thing. So when he said, well, what do you think you are doing? He said, I'm protected. He said, who protects you? He said, Yogi Ji. He said, how can Yogi Ji protect you? He said, how you know he's not? He's at the ranch down there, 15 miles from here, 12 miles from here. How can he protect? I was standing on their head. And he said, well, he protects me. You know, he has 10 bodies. So which body is there at the ranch and which body is here? How you know? I looked around and I slipped away. Because I thought their faith is there and their experience is there, their anpav is there. Who the hell I am to get interfered at this moment? So I simply walked away. In the evening I called them and I give them candies and I love them and hug them. And they started fighting between each other. Didn't I tell you? He protected me. And it's very funny. You do not understand life. When I was going through my medical and I had to go to the doctors and I have to wear the shorts and shirt. So normally I go and bow at the Guru Ramdas ashram. It's a kayal of my own self-healing. So one day I came and a little girl of ours, I know her, she's always around the ashram. She hung to my one leg. And he looked at me and I said, I love you. She said, no. When you're going to wear right clothes? So I went home, changed my shirt and short and my tennis shoes and all that, and wear my whole thing and put up my jewelry, and I came, I said, do I look right? She said, that is just right. And that's how you should be. Now it is the image. As their image of me as a man, as a Yogi Ji, as a Sri Singh Sahib is a set image, because they are born with me. Exactly, you are born with your own image with God. And I cannot give you that image. I can give you experience in that image. That's possible. But image you have to, you think, what is a thought? In 1 second, how many thoughts you can have? Just understand, in one wink of eye, this shashra releases 1,000 thoughts. Just imagine that. And one thought becomes a feeling becomes emotion, emotion becomes a desire, and maybe one desire you do out of the million desires. Just understand, the entire thought form is in your subconscious. You are loaded with it. And then subconscious goes into the unconscious. And you know where your tragedy starts? When the unconscious starts loading into your consciousness. Then you daydream, you night dream, you have nightmares, and you live the most ridiculous life which is undeserving to a human. There's nothing wrong with you. It's an overloaded circuit. And you can't get rid of it. You didn't come here tonight to love me. I come here tonight to love you. You want to know why? One day I'll be gone. And if I don't leave you happy behind me, you won't do anything but I said. Isn't that selfishness? You know what a teacher is? Teacher is who must make his student 10 times better. Because he won't survive. His survival is not in manipulating your money and your control and your bodies or your mind or anything. His existence is based on your 10 times more strength of endurance. that you can experience something and then you can stand by that experience and you can share that experience. You do not have to share with people anything of yours but your experience. So you only can share if you have an experience. Like tonight, you have come here. It's not a big billboard outside that I'm going to teach a class. Even I called Yoga Center this morning, they said, Yogi Bhajan is in town at 7:45, please, he will teach the class tonight. That's how it was, right? No. What I'm going to do? Today class is experience and ecstasy. Is that true? Accurate? You want it? I want to be warning you that this is a very rough class. It's not a children's joke. Because I have to teach you this week only 2 classes and I thought I will do justice. First I thought I will teach you Friday night, Saturday night and Sunday night and I'll be on my way. Then I thought it's too much and Dr. Sram, I think under protest has not come. Because my doctors love me so much and they do not understand who the hell I am that I don't obey their orders. According to them, I should be only walking couple blocks and sitting in a chair with my legs raised and look to the sky, which is very difficult for a man who has done 64 years nothing but 22 hours a day. You know what I mean? So, are we going to do it now? Right? All right, we'll be very quick and fast and get into it. Accurate? So please, this is what? Left hand. Left hand represents your 5 elements. Right hand represents your 5 pranas. So please just balance it. Now balance is yours. If it is like this, fine with me. If this is fine, I have nothing to do with it. All right? Just balance. You are all very educated and at least you would understand word balance. So balance your both palms, one opening toward the sky, other to the magnetic field of the earth. Little later everything will be beyond you, so just whatever consciously you can do, just do it. Now, close your eyes, 9 parts. Look deeper to the tip of the nose and little deeper and try to catch the blue line which is called blue pearl. In scriptures you will find this, all religious scripture full of it. There's no pearl. This is what they call that pearl. There's no such thing as a pearl. But that blue line, a little like horizon, you can look at it. Now, you live by breath, you die by breath. Make breath 20 seconds to inhale, 20 seconds you hold, and 20 seconds you exhale. You don't need anything from me, you will start getting yourself. Measure by time that you breathe long deep enough to take 20 seconds. Hold it for 20 seconds so you can give your blood a oxygen. You need it. That's better than all the vitamins in the world. And exhale by volunteer effort. Normally you breathe automatically. Now you are breathing manually. So start breathing manually, then with the automatics. And I'll give you almost 3 minutes. Within 3 minutes you will be more not yourself than you think you are. But if you cheat, let us give a minute more to that, that's all it will take if your posture is correct. So please understand that is not something which I can do it for you, you have to do it for yourself. So tentatively, the most important part is the breath. It has to be 1 minute a breath, and you have to take only 3 in 3 minutes. Time is set. You are on time. Don't change your eyes. Look deep down there where you have to look. Just experience. It's not something you have to ask for. If it's a little difficult, try again, try again, try again, try again. Keep on putting constant, consistent effort. Nothing get lost. "30 seconds have passed." I'm giving you time because as the watch tells me, so you remained warned how many times you have faltered. What your self cannot do, cannot be done. Self is given as a gift by the prayer of the infinity of the Supreme Being, which Buddhists call and we call it God. So use this self for self-realization in means experience. Now, see, you are very good. You have already done for the 1 minute. Measure your success and failure not under Judo-Christian guilt. There's no hell and heaven. You are creating for yourself if you are guilty or feel bad. Doesn't matter you are wrong, but try to correct as much you can in the second minute. Whatever is in the infinity, jo brahmande soi khande, jo khande so brahmande. Whatever is in the infinity is within you, what is within you is all over. So please concentrate. Use your concentration. Bring your attitude to this situation. You have gone 1 minute and 45 seconds. You are going to be complete second minute in exact 5 more seconds as I'm talking. Be careful. Your body may start becoming lethargic. Don't let it go out of control. Now, this is the final minute, please. Keep your balance. Keep your balance. Keep your balance. Steady. Be in your control. After this, what follows will be a little harsher and harder, and that is concerned with your central nervous system. You're going to hit your parasympathetic nervous system by your own command. Therefore, you are just preparing for this. We have 15 more seconds to go. On the clock, correct. Keep on breathing at the same vicinity for 3 seconds and move your navel point without the help of the breath, in and out. It will move your up to your shoulder, you will move. The spinal serum will start touching the 3 rings under the stem of the brain, and that pressure will change the first ring stem, and that will get into the neurons, 3rd, 4th, 5th layers in the center of the brain. There's nothing to it. It's just to be done exactly the way you can push. If you do not know, at least try. Sometime layman can do better than expert. Change not your breath. That's the only difficult part of it. Change not your breath. Get your tape ready, Ang San. Set it up. Now come on, be good. Otherwise, you have wasted money, time on both ends. Pull, 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 pull. Be in your command. This is one time you have to be you and you have to be in your own command. Breath exactly on that ratio and move navel without breath. And soon you will start sweating and things will start changing and what we want we will achieve. There's no in-between agent right now. It is you within you, for you, against you, up you, right you, left you. Come on. You cannot go home and say, well, I did it, nothing happened. Our brain stem has 3 rings, and the pineal radiation affects the pituitary, from which the entire glandular system is controlled, and glandular secretion is the main way for preparing you for anything. On the other hand, the 3rd ring, the first ring, which is come by the spinal column as the first touch of the serum, also control your caliber of mind. So it gives you a physical control over your own mind. Now you have exactly minute and a half left. Don't live in any falsification of the facts that you have unlimited time, because capacity of the human body is that limited as it should be, and within that you have to use yourself. Pull, pull, pull. Half time is up. Half more time you have to go. And those who are expert can't pull too much, and those who are just new, they have to just try it. Be within the system. I just want a little blue color in the aura, and that's all I need. I don't need totally we should be having wings and flying up. Just push a little bit more. We have half minute more. Stand by. Get ready. Inhale deep. Hold tight. Hold tight. Hold tight. Like a cannon fire, exhale. Inhale deep. Little more. Hold tight. Bring your navel in. Spine straight. Don't worry about a thing. Just exercise your own self-control. Fire out. Inhale deep. Extremely deep. Tighten yourself. Pull your lower belly area a little bit inwards so that the kidneys, some of you are having a terrible kidney coloration. I don't like it. Just get it in. Now, out, 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 hold out. Hold out tight. And now pull the kidney area in. Stimulate it. Inhale deep. Hold tight. Keep the balance and chant. Follow the notes if you do not know anything. Follow the sound. tongue move. Follow the sound. Body will go through convulsion. Steady your spine, please. Keep on chanting. Follow the rhythm. Copy the sound. Stimulate the upper palate. Get ready, bountiful, blissful. Inhale deep, hold tight, lock your both hands behind your neck, please. Solid. Let neck be in your hands, please. Exhale. And now please sing, just copy the sound. All we want your tongue to touch the upper palate, as the system is none of your business whether what it says. It says in English and everything else. Steady. You are going to speak from the upper cavity. At your full sound. Inhale deep, extremely deep, hold tight, and please turn towards the right. Twist your spine towards the right. Don't move your base. And twist toward the left, please, all the way. Come to the center, bend forward, and let the breath go. Inhale again deep, right there where you are. Rise your body up straight. Turn towards the left again, all the way. Then switch toward the right, totally twist. Bring it into the center. Bow down forward and let the breath go. Inhale deep again, right there. Rise your body to the base, not moving. Turns towards the right now, all the way, towards the right, tight. Then move toward the left all the way. Tight. Bring it to the center. Bow forward. And with all the force, let the breath go. Relax. Okay? We have one more kriya to do, Is okay? Everybody's fine? Now please stretch your body and relax and bring it to normalcy so that we can do the second part, okay? Okay. Legs, shoulders. Yeah. Well, many of you must understand. Sometimes you don't understand those words. We don't want you to understand. There's nothing to it. What we want is, you just follow the sound system and just move your tongue accordingly. That's all we need. We need the upper palate to touch the meridian. It will be done. So, I don't have spoons to stick it in your mouth to open it up. You know what I mean? You have to open your mouth and do it. You did a wonderful job. Whenever the arc line of the aura becomes blue, we have achieved. We can stop. It's not to push beyond point. And some of you are very good, but we have to carry others also along with us, so it does take time. Now you all set? Ready? Move your hands, shake your shoulders, get your armpit back forth. It's a little tough, stiff. It's really fine. It's not that bad as you think. But we have to do it what we have to do. Okay? Right? No. Right? 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 Straight. And just look straight. Look straight, right through the wall. Right through me. Straight. Your optical nerve has to be controlled so that the fourth layer of the neuron's meridian into the hypothalamus we can just control. We're not asking for mercy. We are the manufactured body of God. We have the capacity to realize the infinity now. That's what we're trying to do. And we are structuring ourselves to that preparation. So that's the beauty of the Shakti Yoga, Not 20 years later.
Are both palms up? One up, one down?
Same way as we started. No change. It will start hurting in another 15 seconds because you eat wrong. Just want to be very clear. So that pain is not because of me, that pain is because you have your food habits wrong. Because food must come out of the body in 24 hours. And any food anybody has eaten which is going to stick out more than that is going to right now hurt you. And you're going to hurt here and here. And some of you will start hurting here. That means you have a terrible descending colon. These are meridian points. Every Chinese acupuncturist knows, and there she sits here and giving needles to everybody. But here you have to start suffering right now. And suffer and feel grateful that you are not in a hospital suffering. You are suffering by your voluntary effort. And some of you, why we call suffering? Controlled suffering is one of the best things. It's the uncontrolled suffering which messes us up. Controlled husband is a blessing. Uncontrolled husband is hell. And so is the wife, you know what I mean? And so is the children. And so is the car. So everything has to be controlled, right? Now stay controlled. How you like it? It will just give you a little bit more. I'm just looking at the time and I'll just let you understand. Yeah. You should not eat all the damn steaks and potato you ate, you know. I know. Okay, ready now? Now very slowly try to control your fingers and make a fist. Very slowly, extremely slowly. And then slowly open it up. Because 5 tattvas, for which this body is made, are controlled by our 5 fingers. And when you are closing it down, you are working on your head, you are working on your Jupiter, you are working on your Saturn, your Sun and your Mercury and other mounts, and you will start realizing that you are getting a little different than you are. But do it very slowly and consciously. Just don't, there's no hurry, you're not going anywhere. And this, don't be afraid of being hurt. Get hurt. Get hurt. Just slowly and gradually, consistently, just for the caliber's sake. They are going? They're not going to explain to them what they're going to do tomorrow? Class mukni hai. नहीं वो क्लास तो बाद उन्होंने कहांगे ना समझा दो. Just do it yourself. You know how much you are willing to pay to get rid of arthritis? Just now. You know just now how much you want to have a good stomach and you want to have good stuff in your body? Now, this is one exercise you can do it to achieve. I'm not saying it's not going to cause pain. That's not my fault. Even I do it, I may hurt. Get to it, like make a fist, really fist, and open it, really open it. Come on, come on. Now what is the difficulty? Is it so bad? Yeah? It hurts? Yeah? When you start eating, you look at the plate, do you know it will hurt? Those bagel and cream cheese and all those maple syrup and a pile of that stuff and eggs and this and that. Have you ever understood? Don't you know that what you are putting inside is going to hurt inside too? It's not a paraphernalia that you must eat only that which you can get it out of your body within 24 hours. Light food. Light food. Even these football athletes are eating vegetables now after suffering heart attacks left and right. Come on, come on. I want you to live young, I want you to look pretty, I want you to look very effective, right? Come on, just keep on doing this. What's so wrong? You give up? It's not a 15 ring point boxing match. It's simple, just closing your... You go to any teacher, I tell you one thing, nobody's going to give you this exercise. They want to tell you philosophy, they'll talk you good things, they'll read scriptures, they will send you home. So you can eat your big meal and suffer. No. No fish and chips here. Just pay for it. This is exact payment for your wrong eating. This exercise will totally give you the biggest acupuncture of the planet. And by doing self, it will bring you the beauty. Some of you started sweating or not yet? Huh?
Oh, yes.
Come on. What I want you to reach a point of sweat, that's all. And I know you are sweating.
Sweating, sir.
I know you have to sweat, do you hear? Come on, go through it, sweat, break it, colitis and plitis, and you have to sweat, you have to suffer with this exercise. And it's no fault of mine, your bad habits of eating. And no acupuncture, what you'll do? You go to acupuncturist, go to another week, and why don't you do it once for all? Get rid of that pain. Let your brain create another morphia so that morphine can just go and conquer the pain. Come on now. What is neck has gone wrong with it? No, straight, simple, steady, right? Suffer. There's no joy without suffering, you know what I mean? Hey, some of you are making that fist very small. Make it tough. And lose it tough. When the fingers come, they should come like that. Come on, kids, let's suffer. Oh, for our own health, God's sake. No, how you can give up? Look at you. You can't give up. No way. Don't give up. You have exactly 45 more seconds to suffer. I'm looking at his watch. There's nothing I can do. I'm not going to be very kind to you because I know you, from tomorrow onward, just eat light. And your whole problem, you are all working for perpetual impotency. And that's what it is. You get fat, you get no energy, nothing to do. Don't do that to yourself. Come on. 30 seconds more. Right there. Come on. Work hard. Work really. Come on. Pull yourself. It's not bad. 15 seconds only now. Sorry, Guru Singh, this is the way it is. That's what it is. It's to 10 seconds. Stand by. Get ready. Inhale deep, make your fist tight. Hold the breath and please make it tighter, 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 and pull the navel in tighter, and with the cannon let it go. That's all right. Inhale deep, very deep. Hold tight. Get to your fist and go after it. Must get into your whole body. Close it. The extremities must be tight. Now pull the navel in tighter and fire out. Once more. Inhale deep. Hold tight. Make the fist tighter, 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 and please bend forward. Tight fist! And fire out. Relax. Are we okay? What do you mean, ooh? Have you seen Dr. Satkaur that much red in life? It takes only couple minutes to get the balance of the energy and you will be fit for another 6 to 8 hours in life. Please understand certain things you can do in your life. Get going. I understand there's no food in our life which can sustain us and there's no energy in our life which will continue, but we have a reserve in us. And if you can have a little mastery over our tattvas and our 3 nervous system, 5 tattvas, that will give us 3 good gunas, and we can eliminate the clogging of our chakras, we'll be fine. And there's no reason to live in Los Angeles and not worry about that smog which you breathe all the time. So it has its own toll, it has its own effect, and plus our life is very fast. It's no more when we go 12 miles and our limit is 250 miles. Today the whole world is before us within half an hour. Our capacity of God is now. There's no tomorrow. So whatever bifurcation you have, I am a Sikh, you are a Muslim, I am Hindu, you are a Jew, this doesn't mean anything. Because basically you are not human. If you are basically human, then put anything. First have a donkey and put some load on it that is understandable. But there's no donkey and there's a load. What's the idea? What's the big deal? I don't understand. I can understand somebody's a Jew if he's a human first. First become human because that's why God made you. And then become a good Jew or a bad Jew, doesn't matter. But that's so understandable. But there's no human and there's a Jew. There's no human and there's a Muslim. There's no human and there's a Sikh. And there's no human and there's a Christian. The only place I meet Christian is that place where they have cross over them and they're lying down, born such and such, died such and such. That is very Christian, isn't it? Isn't it? Or there's a very Jewish one, there's a Star of David and the whole stuff. Rest of the time, how many times you remember who you are? And how many times you remember you are a human being first? For the time being, you are a human being. Human beings, you are a you. Your aura must have a light. Don't run after big philosophies. It's all within you. Consciously just remember, I am a human being, I'm not an animal, I'm not going to act on my impulse. I have to act on my consciousness. In my life there comes a lot of decisions which I have to make as the head of the religion, as a businessman, as a father, as a person, as a man. There are a lot of aspects, a lot of facets. It takes only one slip to make a wrong decision, that I must forget not that I am a human, and what I am doing affects a human, or many humans. If you are a family person, your decision will affect the whole family. If you are in the neighborhood, you will affect the whole neighborhood. Everything, it's just like a little stone which goes into the water and the puddle, and it goes, waves goes all around. Whatever you do, your action, that's what Nanak said, karmi apo apani ke nede kadu. Your action decide how near with you are your infinity of God and how far away you are. How many people you offend a day, how many people you console a day, how many people you love a day, how many people you hate a day, how many people you lie to, how many people lie to you. You have to understand that. It's just a living. I know you are very sexual and sensual and horny and imaginative and positive and wah wah wah. Well, what about when you are 85? What happens then? Your hangs out. What are those in the North Pole, those things? Penguins? You walk like penguins, right? And now you don't even touch the ground, you're up there. Every wet dream costs you a nervous system which you cannot recuperate in 30 days. One wet dream. It kills your parasympathetic nervous system. Do you know that? You cannot recuperate from one wet dream in 30 days. If you go to the bathroom and your bowel does not come like a one cannon fire, you have 5 days of depression to follow. And that's how this body is. Don't have it in your head that what they call a muscle something, make you regular, something like that. No, you have to be regular yourself. You have to chew the food. You have to digest it and you have to bring it out. Anything which sequel valve and a lower little ring, if causes pressure, your brain shall not work properly, doesn't matter who you are. Little constipated, not totally, little. And how many of you do not urinate when it comes, says, go? Come on, confess. Confess. I know that everybody does that. Now, when you feel the first feel the urge of that you have to urinate, please go. Here she goes. Because anytime you hold the urine in, the bladder meridian totally upsets your system. Do you know that? And you know what a bladder meridian is? It hits the pituitary and it ruins your thinking. For you it is a joke. For your system is a disaster. So try to understand that life is a gift and every breath you cannot buy. So any moment you live, you breathe, it should be healthy, happy, holy. Everybody has 9 holes. If you control what comes in and what goes out is holy. There's nothing special about it. Tonight I would like to introduce a person who has come from the native Punjab, which is northern India, who's a civil servant, like as we have Secretary of State and Secretary of Finance and Secretary of Trade, that kind of rank. But in his private hours, he participates with people, healing through vibrations, through the holy word. That he has dedicated himself, and he's a guest. And this morning he was with us at Guru Ramdas Ashram, and we participated and we joined. So I like to ask him, few minutes. Finish what the just for a few minutes. थोड़ा जिहा अंग्रेजी च कह दिओ तुहानूं आउंदा कहना. And I'll ask Sardar Hardayal Singh to come and talk to you about his method, which he has been using from last many years. And there's a whole literature, how many people have been healed from certain sicknesses and diseases which were not practically possible. So,
my dear sisters and brothers, the work which this voluntary organization is doing, it originated with my self-experience. I had heart enlargement with other complications, and being a senior civil servant in the state, I had access to all the medical facilities, which I duly availed of. Since I didn't get any relief from the systems, that is allopathy and Ayurveda and homeopathy, all the systems were tried. I did name recitation, divine name recitation for about 3 months, doing recitation for about 6 hours every day. That is 3 hours in the morning and 3 hours in the evening after office hours. In about 3 months, my heart size became normal. Thereafter, I had some few other problems which I could manage and control with divine name recitation. This opened my eyes about the potential for healing by divine name recitation. Then, this idea struck me that why not to hold healing camps for the sick persons. So I started holding healing camps for the sick persons in 1983. So for the last about 10 years, we have been doing this. We have been providing healing service to the sick persons in India. We have so far held about 60 healing camps. In the 60 healing camps, about 300,000 persons have participated and they got relief. I came to Chicago since I was invited to give a presentation on self-healing through inner power at the Parliament of World Religions. And I availed of this opportunity to visit Sri Guru Ram Das ashram, and today morning I covered part of my presentation in the morning. Now we have found that all ailments are curable by divine name recitation, by the recitation of Gurbani, and by cultivating faith. Gurbani has healing powers. Anyone who recites Gurbani, who hears Gurbani being sung, gets healed. Faith can also be cultivated by everyone. There are two processes for cultivating faith. One process is a rational process. What is faith? Faith is a belief that God would heal. God has healed. This is belief. Faith is a belief. If you have this belief that God would heal, God has healed, then you will be healed. So if you give up all the notions, all beliefs, including the knowledge which is contrary to faith, and cultivate beliefs, notions which nurture faith, then you have cultivated faith. Faith in the healing powers of God, in the healing powers of Lord. Once this faith is cultivated, the disease will vanish. So this is one method of cultivating faith. The other method is cultivating faith by the recitation of selected hymns from Gurbani. There are many hymns in Gurbani which say that gracious God has healed me, has cured me of all ailments. You can pick up some hymns from Gurbani and then recite them. By reciting them, you'll be able to ingrain faith in your mind. If you go on saying that gracious God has healed me, He has healed me, He has healed me, then faith will come. It's a very convenient and simple process. By following this process, everyone can get himself healed. So we use these three methods, that is divine name recitation, the recitation of Gurbani, and cultivation of faith. And by following these three methods, we have succeeded in achieving miraculous results. I brought a data in regard to 342 patients who attended 5 camps in Chandigarh in December 92 and in February, March, April and May 93. That data showed that 342 patients had 61 ailments covering all the systems of the body. And what was the relief? What was the recovery? The recovery percentage, that 93% of the patients who attended these camps received relief from the various ailments, from the 61 ailments they were suffering from, varying from 25% to 100%, just in 5 days without any drugs. So this method of getting healed from various ailments is quite convenient, is easy, and can be followed by everyone. I think this is enough by way of introduction.
You have to come 5 a.m. With your difficulty, you have to come 5 a.m. at Guru Ramdas Ashram, which is opposite the road. And Sardar Hardayal Singh will conduct the seminar tomorrow. He's with us. He was with us today and tomorrow. And the busyness of his program is so much that everybody wants to know. It's free. There's no charge. And secondly, he is himself a very high-positioned government officer, and from his personal experience, he has proceeded. You have Kordukian? Kordukian? Put it on. And one of the recitations which we use, we are going to play right now because that's one of the tape, was made at the moment of my sickness when they thought that I'll not return. And they immediately put it into music. You know, we are very fast in the Western world. So we put the Shabad into and we put it into the tapes because thousands of students didn't know what to do, and we did it. Louder. Can you follow the song? If my disease is the heaviest of all heaviness, and if my life is just laziest of the laziest, I'm just literally translating the meaning to the worst of my knowledge. And I have done the worst deeds of the deeds. It is in Sanskrit. They are adding first words of all the negativity possible.
Sagale Simarant Hare Naam Nanak Metante Sagale Simarant Hare Naam Nanak Jaise Pavat Kashta
By reciting the name of the Lord, as the big pile of the wood by little matchstick is burnt to ashes, that is how all the disease vanished. This is exactly literally means. was an emergency. My case was very serious. And according to the medical doctors at that time, it was very difficult because there was no moment. And everybody wanted to do a prayer. So this tape was made by Guraj Kaur in Vancouver and immediately distributed. And it was played. And people, some of them become so familiar with it that they could correctly pronounce it. What happens, there are two things in life you have to understand. Your upper palate has 18 meridian points, and the tip of the tongue touches it into that balance to create stimulation of the hypothalamus. And moment hypothalamus, which controls the automatics of your body, is brought to a actionary revolution under this system of yours, it totally moves all the three rings of the stem of the brain into the concentration of the point 390, which is the relevancy on which your brain frequency can act in infinity. There's no way your body can be sick. The tattva changes. It's as simple as that. It's not that any scientist or any doctor or any person can challenge it. Whether it happens or not, that is when the seminars are taken place and accordingly all the data is collected, then there is a reinforcement to it. Under the American Insurance Act, we do not bring religion into healing, but personal practices are personal advantages. I would like to assure you, we are not fanatics and we do not bring ourselves to the point that because there are other things available, therefore reject everything and stick to something. You have read all these medical cases within the sight of the United States courts. But on the other hand, there's nothing wrong in a prayer. If prayer doesn't have a power, and personal prayer has done, a person has no power. Take it from me. Your powers may be all your imaginative powers. I have so many relatives, I have so much money in the bank, I know so and so. I don't believe all that is a power. Your power is in your personal prayer. And what was you being told? That there's a scientific method in which you can pray for yourself and try by the positive affirmation effectively heal. And I like the audience to understand that it does not mean that we are against medical. What do you say? Secretary of State has something to say.
Well, I was going to say that the most powerful place on the planet for healing is the Golden Temple.
Yeah, there's what she's trying to say, the most powerful place to heal is the Golden Temple, and people have gone there and they vouch for those records of miracles. And after 9 years we were lucky to go there, and 160 people we went. And in November we are going again, is what she's trying to say. Let us go for the sip and dip of the golden nectar over there. If you have never been to India, it's a time to go. And if you have been there, let's go it again. We can afford it. We are rich people. What's the fun? We can afford a ticket and go there and have fun. Last time we wanted to go on 5 or 10 people. We were 160 people, and I cannot believe what we saw and what we enjoyed. We were whole night awake, and it was a surgical tour. 6 days we went everywhere. But the most powerful time was, people who have never been to Golden Temple, never knew what the heck we are taking them and what it means. We never said a thing. They never wanted to come. It became difficult to roll them up back into train. And now there are some people who wants to go and wants to have maximum time there, and they're not interested in seeing this and seeing that. Including that, you have to understand discipline is a discipline. When we go and we do what we all do collectively. That's also one requirement. So we'll be going in November anyway. Hell or heaven doesn't matter to us. It is a place to go, it's a place to get healed. And it's not the descent of one moment or years, it is from centuries and centuries and centuries. When it was a little pond, it healed. Now it's a beautiful place, it heals. It has not changed its variety and effect of it. Because the longitude, latitude at which it is placed is the center nerve of the meridian north cross psyche of the planet Earth. And there's nothing about it that we're most worried and all that. And as the age of Aquarius starts, it comes to exactly 30-degree angle. So it's not… All these places where you see the million people get attracted to go of different faith are because they are on the main psyche at the nerve of the earth. So basically these are some places. If we are allowed tomorrow to go to Makkah, I'll be the first person to be visiting. But unfortunately you have to be Muslim first to go and visit, which I can't afford right now. So basically that might be the point, otherwise there's no way not to go. And now because of the accord, Jerusalem will be the place, and maybe next year our Secretary of State will design a tour that we can go from here to Jerusalem to… I don't know, they will allow us to go to Makkah, but maybe we end up Cairo or something, God knows where we can. And some holy place, but there are three religion meet at Jerusalem: Muslims, Jews and Christians. And then we can go to Golden Temple from there and visit, something like that. We are trying to visit places once in a lifetime which are places of worth. So that's the secondary question. Question is, if you come tomorrow 5 o'clock in the morning, on the strike of the clock, Sardar Hardayal Singh, who has by his own self come all the way to let people know, will be talking. He is an Indian Administrative Service officer, knows English much, much way better than we speak. We don't care for the American slang grammar, but he will speak very British English. It will be a perfect pronunciation and grammar and punctuation will be correct and accurate. So you may find difficulty in following his saying, because I learnt it myself very hard way, because you say schedule, we say schedule, so those kind of things are just the same, different. However, it is 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. Try to come if you want to enjoy it. It's not difficult. And I'll be with you to complete this, what we have started today. Again when? Tomorrow? Thursday. And then I'll ask your permission to go back to New Mexico, the place I love the most. God lives everywhere, but his postal address is Espanola, you know what I mean? It's very difficult to leave that wonderful place and come, but your love was there. That's why I used a week. Now what? Oh, yeah, ha, can't forget this. Satyanarayan Simran got the most jeweled girl today. She bought $9,000 worth of jewelry to decorate herself on her birthday. First time a Virgo has spent money in her lifetime. This is the miserous zodiac sign on the planet. It's her birthday. May the long time… Satnam, you know this little girl of mine, she works in Los Angeles Times. She's in the upper middle management of there. She has been serving the community all along, and she's going to serve you cookies on her birthday. She's a rich woman. I thought she will bring a lot of stuff today. But today I just get rid of our misery of living on a pile of money and not spending. So I thought is a day that she can be done that way. She's a very intelligent and very well-experienced person. If anybody in the community you want to talk to, a real professional, she's never available, but somehow you can catch up with her. and we thank God for her being with us. And she's going to what, 58 or 92?
48 and 93.
And mind you, she looks young. No, normally in the office you work, they all become, forget it. That one office takes away the juice out of everybody. She's pretty healthy. Ginger, sexy. Hello? You know fall is on us? Are you there? Fall is coming. If you don't want to sneeze and do not want to get the allergies and nose blocks and all that stuff, there is a thing called ginger. Remember? Please repeat it.
Ginger.
Say it again.
Ginger.
And have a big jar of what they call ginger. Ginger with, they made it with a sugar, what they call that thing? Ginger candy or yogi tea has a ginger, or you can saute ginger yourself. Are you hearing me? Otherwise, histamine and this neen and that teen and bean, gene. Take ginger tea, eat ginger as much you want, put it in everything for this month and a half. What date is today? 14. What? Okay, it is going to hit you in the next 15 days because weather is going to change and fall has to come, and you are all Western people and you have all blessing with one curse. It's called allergies, right? And there are 150 of them, right? The only thing you found out to relieve yourself is black pepper and ginger. These are two things which you have to use excessively for these next 15 days. Black pepper. So please understand that if you don't want to have a nose and all that clogging up and fever and sneezing and whole thing, try to change your diet. May the long time sun and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sunshine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your God. Oh my blessed self, Creator's own incarnation by virtue of the tattvas, the day and night, the space and the time and the existence. Give me all what is exalting and excellence, with kindness and compassion, with peace and tranquility, with prosperity so I can share within me and around me. Strength of love to serve, strength of courage to dare, strength of consciousness to be loving, and strength of intelligence to be not deceitful, wrongful in attitude, thoughts and deed. Creative self, give me that path so I can walk now and tomorrow in my own ecstasy. Make me beautiful, bountiful and blissful so I can be enlightened, loving and peaceful in tranquility. Satnam. So thank you very much, and now run home and shake hand with each other, and if you want to come tomorrow morning 5 o'clock, you're welcome, and we'll see you day after sometime 7:45 p.m. How's your husband doing? That operation? All done? Is all okay?